Hi knitters, it's Nancy Queen from NobleKnits. What if I told you you could actually knit faster and have more even tension? I'm going to show you how to do that with continental knitting. Stay with me, it's up next. So if you're knitting the traditional throw method, you wrap it around and you come out using the yarn in your right hand, and you wrap it around. So there's a lot of movement with this hand and moving this yarn. So to knit continental style, you're going to move it over to your left hand. You're going to bring it across from the back, and some people wrap it around their pinky, some people wrap it around their finger. What I tend to do when I'm knitting continental is I kind of weave it through my fingers like this. And then I control my yarn by just kind of slightly moving in and out to feed it. See how that's feeding it? And so this is holding tight, and then I lift my finger to kind of control whether I'm knitting or purling my yarn. So I'll show you how that's done. So rather than the large movement that you make wrapping the yarn around, you're going to be kind of picking the yarn through. So you insert into the next stitch, and then you just kind of do a quick little pick of that yarn. So you're still in essence wrapping it around, but the needle's doing all the work rather than your finger or your hand. It's just pick, go in and pick. So you're just pulling up that yarn, which is the same thing as wrapping it around the needle. And you can see how much quicker that movement is as I'm knitting. And you can also see how the yarn is being fed through my fingers. But the whole movement is so effortless. And give yourself some time to get used to this method. But once you get the hang of it, it really is very quick, easy, relaxing way to knit. So I'm going to try to slow it down again so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going into the stitch and I'm pulling that yarn through. I'm just going to go pick it. And you kind of pull down, and that's how you're wrapping the yarn around the needle. I'm going to exaggerate it. See, I'm pulling it down. And again, this yarn is just getting fed easily through my fingers. And you kind of have to play around with it till you feel comfortable. Think of it like tying your shoes. That was not a comfortable thing when you started doing it. But you get it down, and now it's effortless. You don't even think twice about it. This is the same kind of thing. Now I use my second finger as kind of so this index finger maintains the tension of my yarn. This second finger kind of controls the yarn that's on the needle. So that's kind of like my feeder finger. See, I feed it with my thumb and my next finger. But there's very little movement over here, and this hand is now doing all the work. The right hand is now doing all of the work. It's going in and doing all of the picking. It's a very nice movement. Give it a try. This is called continental knitting. It's also known as left-hand knitting. And let me know how this method is working for you. Leave me a comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Thanks so much for watching.